Vegan sweet potato and ground beef bowl. Y'all, when I say this bust real bad, okay, let's get into it. Welcome back to another video. So let's hop right on in. We're gonna start off by slicing our sweet potatoes in half. I am using about 4 sweet potatoes. They are medium to large, but you want to slice them, put them onto a baking dish with some parchment paper, and then we're gonna put some avocado oil on these. Now you want to put the avocado oil on the face up part, or the potato part, and then we're gonna rub that avocado oil all over the potato to make sure that it is lathered. Okay, and then I'm going to also sprinkle the tops of these with some salt, and then we're going to flip them over face down and put them in the oven on 400 for about 45 minutes. While the potatoes are baking, we're going to go ahead and make our ground beef substitute. So of course, I'm going to start by using my paste. So I am using some avocado oil, some coconut aminos. Now if you need the exact measurements, of course they will be listed down in the description. I'm also using some nutritional yeast, some garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and some paprika. I'm also using a little bit of oregano and some cumin. You want to give that a nice little mix. Y'all have seen me do this several times, make the paste for our meat substitute, and you already know, child, you already know. If you don't know, your girl is using some soy-free tofu, and I'm just gonna basically open this up and we're gonna crumble this down into the paste. As you can see, I am using my hands and I'm just rubbing it together as it crumbles to mimic ground beef. Now for this recipe, I will be using 2 blocks of the soy-free tofu. Of course, you know, you can half in the recipe if you're not eating as much, but yeah, this is gonna fill all of those 4 potatoes. Once you got the tofu all crumbled up, you want to go ahead and give it a nice little mix. Now you want to make sure no tofu piece gets unturned, okay? So you want to make sure that it is completely covered in that sauce. All of your pieces should be brown, which is, you know, the color of the coconut aminos. It basically should look like this right here, okay? Once it does look like this, we're going to go ahead and line this on a baking dish with some parchment paper. And I like to use parchment paper because I find that it sticks to foil. So with parchment paper, it doesn't stick, it just gets crispy like it should. You want to make sure when you are putting this on the baking dish that you spread it out a little bit, because we want it to get some of that water or moisture out of the soy-free tofu. So yeah, just spread it out and then pop this in the oven and let it bake. Now while that is baking, we're gonna go ahead and cut up our veggies. So I will be adding some bell peppers and onions. So I'm just gonna chop up my 1 whole sweet onion, and then I'm using a half of a green bell pepper. Once the sweet potatoes come out of the oven, this is how they should look, baby. Nice, good, and caramelized, okay? Oh my God, doesn't that just look so delicious? Anywho, you want to put these to the side and let them rest for a few moments, and then we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of vegan butter to a pan so that we can saute our bell peppers and onions. Just go ahead and put your bell peppers and onions down in there and let them go until they are like translucent or soft. I also sliced up some avocado to go in this recipe, but yeah, so once the meat substitute is done, you want to go ahead and add them to the sauteed bell peppers and onions and just give that a nice little mix and make sure everything is incorporated well, because you definitely want to have that mixed in so all that flavor can be in your vegan meat, okay? Once everything is mixed, we're going to go ahead and plate it up. Now we're going to take one of those beautiful caramelized sweet potatoes, and I'm just going to kind of fork it up a little bit just to kind of make some room in there, because I'm also going to put our meat substitute with the bell peppers and onions in there. I'm also going to top it off with some avocado and some vegan sour cream. Now for this recipe, I am using some Mike's Hot Honey. If you're a vegan that does not eat honey, child, don't add the honey. Add some agave or something, but we eat honey over here. I have told y'all several times. Anyway, so yeah, I topped it off with that. I have seen people do this with some cottage cheese, but I have yet to find some vegan cottage cheese. So y'all let me know down below if you know where some is, where I can get some, okay? Anyway, this recipe buzzed real bad. Y'all definitely got to try it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.